Hi everyone, my name is Andrew and here's what I've been working on for the past few months. This is Heavy Beat, a video game I've been working on as a solo developer in Unreal Engine. It's an infinite runner where the world reacts to the beat of the song. Any song really. You can play one from the playlist in the game, or you can choose one from your PC, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's in an audio file, it'll work with the game. But you know, if your only jam these days is lo-fi beats for studying, then I would refrain from choosing my own song. But hey, if you want to coast along as calmly as possible through the game, then who am I to judge? You can move around freely using WASD as well as jump and slide with space and control respectively. Every beat of the song you get pushed forward a bit by a certain amount. Your objective is really simple, travel as much as you possibly can in a single song while collecting some diamonds. The game works using a dynamically generated tile system, so basically I have a collection of pre-made tiles that the game chooses from and randomly spawns them on as many rows as I want to. Blueprint exposure for the win, baby. Each tile has a different functionality as well as a different look, so that the player may distinguish between each other at a first glance. We have the default tile, which basically doesn't do anything, it's just there so you can walk on it. The jump tile with a huge X on it. The chevron tile that gives you a boost in speed. The transparent one that looks like a huge piece of glass. This one breaks if you don't slide across it. It's pretty hard to see and I think I'm gonna change it in the end, but it looks pretty okay for now, at least for the demo. And the best one of them all, the hammers. We all have those terrifying memories of those giant swinging hammers from the local fair, so hey, why not give them the ability to move on the beat for some extra danger? If you manage to fall off, no biggie, you just get respawned at the first living tile and pushed forwards while maintaining your initial velocity prior to dying. So you only lose about 2 seconds, but you do get to see this awesome animation that I've spent way too much time making. I'm really proud of this one. For the audio part, I'm using a few Fmod libraries, which allows me to dynamically read a song's beats and frequencies as it plays, sending 2 basic signals to my game whenever they happen. One for a high frequency beat and another one for a lower frequency beat. I can feed this information to every part of my game, from the player to the materials I'm using to the tiles that spawn in front of you, so that they can react to it. It's pretty basic. If you get sent a beat, then do X. I've only recently reached this presentable stage after 2 months of development, a sort of demo if you'd like. Nothing publicly available so far, but good enough to start showing off so that you no longer spend like 30 minutes looking for that perfect video to watch while you munch away on those chicken tendies.
Get your ass back here, boy!
Those now cold chicken tendies, if I may add. I've been developing Heavy Beat mostly in C++, however there are a few areas where I prefer to use just blueprints. For those uninitiated with Unreal Engine's way of doing things, Unreal Engine has a visual scripting language and it's called Blueprints, where you don't actually have to compile any C++ code or anything like that. It's really a node-based system, you just connect some nodes with some wires and it just works like magic, but it's really heavy on the processor. So far I've encountered quite a lot of issues and tackled a lot of problems regarding programming and design. A lot of these issues don't get too much attention online, so I'd be more than happy to show off bits and pieces of the game and how I've created them if you guys will find it interesting. Things such as game architecture, how I manage my game states, state machines for my players, spawn orders for my level, and many more. So far I've shown off quite a bit of the game, so I would really love to see what you guys think about it, so feel free to praise it, shit on it, or anything in between. All feedback is good feedback in my mind. Now, you're probably wondering, what's in store for the future? Well, I'm happy to say that I've worked on a basic roadmap to show you my plans for the game going forwards, and what you can expect out of this channel. The current stage we're at is the demo, where I'm actively gathering feedback through social media and showing off my game to friends and family. I have a healthy mix of gaming and non-gaming friends, and yeah, you guessed it, it's quite hard to squeeze out some feedback from someone that doesn't game that often. However, it ultimately gave me an insight into what I need to change to make it easier to play for those kinds of people without actually sacrificing important mechanics in the game. I'm expecting each stage of development to take about 1 month, give or take. However, the indie scene can be quite volatile and malleable when it comes to development, so expect things to change. If I run into considerable problems along the way, I may need to delay the current stage I'm working on, or even do it faster if, you know, things roll on as expected. For now though, my plan is to work towards a public alpha release where I'll be getting the game into your guys' hands to try out and test. So yeah, good news for those of you that enjoy what you're seeing so far. You'll be able to play Heavy Beat in about 1 month from now. As you can see from the roadmap, there's quite a few things that I still want to add. So for the next month when I release the alpha, until then I want to add some more functionality such as options menu for those of you with less powerful computers. I want to add an in-game feedback option where you can actually send feedback about the game straight to me without actually writing somewhere or using any Google Docs or anything like that to ask you questions. I also want to add an end screen because right now in the game it doesn't actually end really. It's just the song ends and then it just keeps repeating on and on and on and on and on. So I really want to add like a scoreboard where you can see how much you traveled from the start of the song and see how many diamonds you collected and so on and so forth. And I want this to be quite the transparent process between myself as a developer and you guys watching this. So feel free to make any kind of suggestions to either the process or the game itself. Going forward, I'd like to keep making those devlogs every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how much time they'll eat out of my daily schedule, during which I'm happy to announce I'll be working full-time on the game in order to bring the final product to you, my cute little viewers. That's pretty much it for now, so if you'd like me to go over any system in the game, I'll be more than happy to make a devlog video about it. Otherwise, I'll see you in about 2 weeks with the next update to Heavy Beat. Now that your dinner is probably all in your stomach, I assure you the feeling of satisfaction is coming from having watched this video and not those tasty KFC chicken tendies, so consider subscribing and sharing this video. It would help quite a lot in getting more people interested in playing Heavy Beat, as well as notify you when the next video is out. Peace.